Alright, welcome back to Neo 2. We need to go through some of the monsters, yokai. For starters, the Gaki is a yokai that was once human, cast down to Gakido upon dying due to its sins committed during its lifetime. The Gakido is described as a realm of eternal starvation and suffering for those in the afterlife. The pitiful Gaki is unable to eat normally, as consuming regular food will cause his body to burst into flame. It is for this reason that Gaki prowls our world, searching for the flesh of dead warriors to ease its hunger. Gross. Yoki. A human who has turned into an Oni or demon owing to the power of spirit stones. This form of Oni is generally a muscular horned humanoid who dwells in the mountains. Shuten Dojo is the most famous example, along with the Oni fought by Momotaro, the Peach Boy. Every February in Japan, a ritual called Setsuban is undertaken, or Setsuban, undertaken where citizens scatter beans to drive away Oni and pray for good health. Enki. An Enki is a monkey that has been transformed into a yokai by spirit stones after a lifetime of cruelty and abuse by humans. This imposingly large and intelligent yokai has a single horn on its head that is said to be the source of its power. This horn also differentiates Enki from the other simian yokai known as Hihi, and is said to originate from monkeys that have lived an incredibly long life. Monkeys have long been considered mountain gods or messengers of the mountain gods in legends all over Japan. While these gods can bring blessings, they are also terrifying reminders of the indomitable might of the mountains and that tower over mankind. The monkeys that live in these divine surroundings are both alike and unlike humans, so alike and unlike humans that they might be the most familiar connection to the spirit world we have. Mizuki. A Mizuki is a demon with the head of a horse. It can be seen in various picture scrolls depicting images of hell torturing the wicked alongside the bull-headed demon Gozuki. However, its appearance in legend have also placed it outside of its underworld domain. Most notably, it is one of the demons on parade in the famous Hayaki Yagoyo Night Parade of 100 Demons that is written about in Uji Shui Monogatari of the early 13th century. Kodama! A Kodama is thought to be a tree spirit that transformed upon coming into contact with human tools that have been lovingly used for great periods of time. While the tree spirits are deeply connected to the gods who govern this earth, they are largely emotionless beings. A Kodama, on the other hand, brims with curiosity, much like an innocent child. It tends to grow attached to the human tool that gave it new life, and will not part with it willingly. Some even say that yokai is not the tree spirit, but the tool itself. Scampus. The Scampus is a yokai in the form of a particularly corpulent cat. While it is known to entangle itself in the legs of a passerby, making walking a little more difficult, it is hard to say it poses any real threat. In fact, some people claim the encounter with this fleshy feline soothes their weary bodies, among other pleasant effects. So that's yokai. We also have Masaru. Okay, making sure I'm pronouncing that correctly. He is a guardian spirit that takes the form of a monkey. Throughout Japan, monkeys have long been thought to be messengers of the mountain gods, or the mountain gods themselves. This is perhaps not entirely unusual, seeing as they look similar to humans and are yet so unlike us. At the Hayoshi Tashi Shrine, a monkey known as Masaru is worshipped as the messenger of the mountain god Sanogongen. Sanogongen is the sun god and god of Mount Hiei, a mountain in the northeast of Kyoto that, because of its location in inauspicious direction, was believed to have the power to ward off evil. Tokichiro always felt a deep connection with Hayoshi Tashi Shrine. Wow, Jesus. With Hayoshi Taisha Shrine due to its similarity to his own childhood moniker, Hayoshimaru. It is said that it is led to his devout worship of Sanogogen. Tokichiro is the thief that we met. Protagonist. Now we have some more background information on ourselves, and this will come in. This is important later. When a mysterious man with a staff murders their mother, the protagonist is forced into a life of solitude. Armed with a dagger left behind by their mother, with a powerful yokai blood flowing in their veins, the protagonist carves out a lonely living, ridding the world of yokai. Then one day, an anonymous letter is delivered to the protagonist requesting their assistance in exterminating a yokai in Jusanzakara. Unable to control their own power in the ensuing battle, the protagonist falls to the ground in agony. It is then that the sender of the curious letter, a man named Tokichiro, makes his presence known at last. Using the power of the spirit stones to calm the protagonist's yokai half and save their life, Tokichiro invites the protagonist to join him on his journey, thus beginning their alliance. Tokichiro is a traveling peddler of spirit stones. Skilled at earning the trust of others and prone to getting a little too carried away, he has survived these turbulent times by capitalizing on his sharp instincts and street smarts. He also possesses the rare ability to soothe raging yokai, transforming them from violent Aratama into peaceful Nigetama. He is incredibly ambitious and dreams of rising power far beyond his station. Miyoshino. Miyoshino was a yokai and mother to the protagonist. The quiet life she led with her child was brutally disrupted when they were attacked by a mysterious man wielding a staff. Using the very last of her strength, she entrusts the dagger to her child. Okay, and the tale of Neo gives us the trailer and all the other crap. So yeah, we can do online expeditions. And we're supposed to go here, the Beast Born of Smoke and Flames, but we have this here as well. And this is actually a slightly easier request, and it's closer to our level, so we're going to do that. So it seems that a band of thieves have made themselves a base in the forest. They used to terrorize the nearby villages until one day their raids just suddenly stopped. Of course, if they just packed up and left, there's nothing to fret over. But there's something fishy about all this. I'll bet you there's something else going on here. Don't worry, even if they're still around, they won't be a match for you. Come on, let's get going. So on the left-hand side is always going to be the person giving us the mission. And you can see we get a couple of items. And these two little teacups in the bottom right of the reward section are the number of Kodama that are in this mission. So we need to keep our eye out for 2 Kodama. If they are the full Kodama, with abundant green and water, the forest long served as a haven for all manner of wildlife. But then the horrors of war reached it. It was transformed into a place the living dare not enter. Plant life, having gradually absorbed the dark energies swelling in the forest, started to transform, and the roots and ivy grew at a rapid rate, creating an eerie landscape. Sometimes brave adventurers are drawn to the forest by rumors of spirit stones. A few of them return, their corpses serving as fertilize the forest. The symbols will change into regular Kodama if we find them. And we always pray, because we actually get an anima bonus. Sorry, Amrita, whatever. Alright, what's he gonna say? Hurry up, BD. I'd say he's a bit scared. But, you know, that's not a surprise. So, these guys you've got 2 types of human enemies. You've got these guys. The ones without the hats are peasant warriors. Yep, and that's what happens when you get overconfident and don't pay attention to your surroundings. The guys... Sorry, not without the hats. The guys with... You can probably figure it out, but the... you know what, screw it. He's not wearing a helmet. Let's ruin his day. That's better. And we got my arrow back. So those 2 were peasants. This guy's wearing proper samurai garb. That means he's a samurai. Which means he's doubly dangerous. And we got an execution on him as well. Might as well. We need 2 points in Shinobi in order to get the proper backstab. I went and I looked, just because I was curious. Okay, I hear a Kadama. Really wish we had that, access to that backstab, though. So this is a trap. Oh, there we go. That's the only problem with using the, problem with using the bow is you are left very vulnerable. I thought there was... oh. I thought there was something in there. So that guy wasn't altogether human. He was pulled a yokai... there's one Kadama? He pulled a yokai attack out of him. And you'll find that becomes more prevalent as the game progresses. Because remember I said you don't... yokai aren't always natural. Sometimes they come from evil people. And so that's going to be something we're going to have to worry about. Especially in war zones where, you know, this is kind of a parable. It's a ridiculous parable, but it is kind of a parable about the horrors of war. And because they're custom crafted, they're not like the random generated tiles of Remnant. You get a little more construction. The issue is, of course, they're always the same. Be careful, there's a samurai around here somewhere. I think there's a Kadama over there. Maybe? Oh, he might be at the top of the tree. Hang on. And don't fall off the tree. That hurts. Like that. I say, and then immediately fall off the flippin' tree. There you are. So, the maps and missions are broken up into sections. And there are a select number of Kadama in each section. If you collect all of them, you can upgrade your bonus, whichever bonus you happen to have prayed for at the shrine. So it gives you something else to look for as you're playing through these missions. Now there's a different type of Kadama called I think it's either a no-dama or something similar. Hi. Kinda hoping not to set you off until I got closer, but I'll take what I can get. And they wear skulls on their heads, but they will trade. They don't give you any real benefits, not on your own, but they'll trade equipment with you. Well, now that he's aware of us, the sword or the bow is useless. However, come on, a little closer. Yes. Nope, he's not gonna get close enough for me to do a drop attack on him. This guy will. This is a spear samurai. Oh shit. So, we got stunned there for a second because we let him... hit us with our... we let him deplete our stamina, or ki. Alright, we picked up a bunch of stuff, and I've got a couple of guys to kill. But our objective is right up there, so we're gonna save... We're gonna... create the shrine. And we're gonna bump a point in... strength. Now, real quick, check our gear, see if we got anything new and interesting. That isn't broken DLC garbage. That's gonna be a no. No. Nope. And no. What about these? Nope. Yes. Cool. Alright. And I know what you're thinking, why do I keep doing key pulses when I've already finished? Because you actually can get a damage bonus if you do a key pulse. So there was a... I've wasted too much time. So this is actually timed. There's no timer, but you only have a couple of seconds before this guy shows up. Ah, shit. We got lucky he didn't kill us outright. And now we're dead. He caught me on the grapple, which is, you know, not good. We're gonna kill this guy again because we can. All right, cool. And run back in here and get our stuff. It's considered a boss encounter, so if you get close enough, you automatically collect all your crap. So we're in the yokai realm, but I took a ability. Shit. I think the timing on that is really precise. I took an ability called Inner Demon that allows us to we negate some of the drain on our stamina in the yokai room. Alright, just gonna finish him off real quick. Goodbye. So this is what they're after, is this Amrita. I have absolutely no idea if there's any point in this. Anyway, we got some new gear. More new gear. And we're going to be doing this a lot. Yay. I like shinobi gear. Usually it's got some really good, God, that's heavy. Or fine. You'll see in a minute, once we do the next mission, you'll see why I don't particularly care one way or another that we're wearing the helmet. Although we do kind of look stupid wearing this. Anyway. The shinobi gear usually has some really nice bonuses attached to it, even though it doesn't have great defense. So it seems there are others out there after the Spirit Stones. Well, for whatever reason, they seem to have turned into monsters, and I guess after that, hunting Spirit Stones were probably the last thing on their mind. Anyway, if we have any business rivals out there, we'll have to be more careful. We're going to need to stay one step ahead of them to make the name for ourselves fast. Yep. And we get a level 14 Anki core that we can now attune if we're careful. Since it's a straight upgrade and it doesn't cost us anything, we found 6 out of 7 Kodama. So we can go back and do that again, or we can move to the Beast Born of Smoke and Flames. First, let's go and meet with a potential buyer for these Spirit Stones I've gathered. The client is, let's say, pretty well known around these parts. He knows me now, and we've arranged a discreet meeting. Let's really sell ourselves and see if he'll send more work our way. 7 Kodama, as was the previous main mission. Tatara, a village looking into the mountain lake, was given its name, which means bellows, due to the iron smelting industry that was located there. Countless drifters settled there over the years and formed a backbone of its community. Now, the once bustling village lies in ruin, and only a select few blacksmiths are permitted to enter the forge found at its heart.
Tokichiro 目にお任せあれ。食うか?
Way to make it weird.
道山様が言ってた刀鍛冶の村ってのはこの先だ。前は賑わってたそうだが。
I didn't catch that last part. Yep. So we can actually take the soul cores we've got and essentially break them down. I can't remember if it's for Amrita or something else. Hmm. Actually, I hope you've been paying attention, because this is where things get weird. There we go. I don't know why he did that. Normally he doesn't. Normally he just kicks my ass. That was weirdly useful. So that's our first proper sword-wielding samurai, and he will just generally wreck your shit. I got lucky with the backstep there. But you can just, if you're not doing anything and you just hit A, you backpedal. But if you want to get away from like an attack that's coming at you, or you want to roll through an attack, you have to double tap A. It uses more stamina. Or whatever the dodge button happens to be. It depends on which controller you're using and what system you're playing it on. I'm playing the PC release by Hiro Kodama. Question is, where are they? Geeky bitch. I think he's outside, or he's on the roof. Yeah, he's on the roof. So, the guy with the Dai Katana is probably the most dangerous one here, just because it hits like a truck, will break pretty much any guard we try to use. And just generally, you're gonna have a bad time. And he's hard to dodge. That's the other thing. Come here. Wake up. I might need your help. Good, demon cat. Which isn't right. Again, yokai aren't necessarily demons. They're spirits of nature, in most cases. Some of them are evil. Some of them are angry because of something humans have done. Some of them are humans themselves that have just either lost their way or were cursed somehow. Bugger. So we actually have two samurai here. One has a daikatana, the other has a spear. And they will completely destroy us if we're not careful. However, he's made a mistake. You hurt my cat, you son of a... Okay, we're doing good. Ah! Oh my god, I can't believe we got away with that. Also, we need to kill him very quickly. Hey, bud. That's why daikatana users are dangerous. Now we can rescue the Yama. And we've got another one to go look after as well, but we have to get on the roof to get him. Because he's right there. Alright, but we should be able to access the roof from here. I don't know if there's any way to actually jump. I don't think there is. We'll come back here and it'll be much worse. So each level has a kind of a human environment, and then we'll come back and there'll be yokai. And the yokai are usually much tougher, just because they play by completely separate rules than the humans. Alright, there should be this dude. Hi. He's not the one I'm worried about, it's the guy with this torch that I'm concerned about. Because I have died to him more than once. He doesn't overextend himself like the other people. Most of the time, anyway. Cool. Alright, let's get up there and rescue that Kadama. He's around here somewhere. There you are. Yeah, I think I have to roll off that ledge to get down there, but there's only some minor things, so I'm going to leave it for now. What I'm really interested in is this shortcut, because I'm probably going to die in the next fight. I'm also going to see about leveling up my sword skills. So this is probably one of the more difficult yokai encounters. At least until you learn his pattern. And that's why. Because he can essentially keep you from regenerating your stamina for longer than you would normally have to worry about it. Because your stamina becomes usable again at about 25 to 30%. And his attack forces you to wait till about 50% before you can use it again. No, it's not fair. The game doesn't give a shit. Yeah, brutal is the name of the game here. I think we're better off just dodging out of the way until he does his that. Okay, what the hell? I deserve that. Nice. We survived. That is who we came here for. We only got a couple of Kadamas too. That's kind of a disappointing. Hang on. Let me check down here real fast. Hey, it's Genki. Goodbye, Genki. Also, their heads fly off in a very satisfying manner when you kill them.
Anata, どうやってここへ? 私はトヨ。立派な刀鍛冶になりたくてここにいるの。だけど師匠とはぐれちゃって。
Okay.
ごめんなさい。あなたにはとにかく落ち着いたら私のお店に寄ってほしいな。
She's our blacksmith, but we're not here to visit her. We're here to visit her master. He should be around here somewhere, right? Come on. There you go. I think that's what, 3? I don't know how to check. There's a way to check, but I've forgotten how to do it. We've got some new toys. We might as well take a look at them. Nothing interesting on that end. Not really. We've got a new longbow I need to pick up. So there are actually 2 types of ranged weapons. There's the longbow and the musket. At least as far as I know. There might be a short bow in there somewhere, but use the scout gauntlets because they're lighter and they're better damage reduction. Okay, sorry. Continue on. Billy? And this is the shrine we're going to stop at. So, I'm going to level up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.